to one and all. Being green and clean is not just an aspiration, but an action. It is a sign of development. We take this opportunity to welcome the dignitaries and participant members to the group discussion on innovative thoughts for implementing effective Swachh Campus as part of the Swachhta Pakhwada initiatives of Dr. Sanjeev Gupta, Chief Scientist and Head, Unit for Science Dissemination, CSIR CLRI, who has kindly and privileged to welcome Srimati Shija Vinod from KV CLRI, who has graced the welcoming Dr. Swarna Vikant, Senior Principal Scientist and Head, Center for Human and Organizational Resources Development, CSIR CLRI, who is here with us today to moderate and guide the group discussion. We welcome the CSIR CLRI staff event, including the students from KV School, Department of Leather Technology students, and CSIR CLRI research scholars who are taking part in this thought-provoking session on implementing effective Swachh Campus and are waiting eagerly to share their innovative thoughts emanating from their young, ignited minds. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny. May I now request Dr. Raju Gandhi, Unit for Science.
I like to hear remarks for the and the thought is very good. Actually, it sounds that state, nation is very important. If the cleanliness comes into the mind of children right from the beginning, we should them to at a proper place, segregation, and then the institution, then the city, then the country will be clean, and then one cleanliness everywhere will have new innovations, new thoughts in the country. So this is very, we know when we organize the art, we are developing for the thing. And it is very good doing capacity as we see, and then on we should have good planning, particularly staff and students, but in the own CL and no particular Chennai project IIT have given we have very environment and imagine of the solar panel. So those kind of initiative and then we have cameras out which is so with this we can workplace these modules applications. Particularly in the city, we can take to the other states. As you know, Indore is one municipal, there all the city waste, it is converted to the bioenergy and then this energy is supplied to the household. They give back them, I heard that or maybe I think in the newspaper and all, even this councillors, corporation people and all, they took road, it's so clean, so that particular thing I think we should repeat everywhere in the country, the name and in Japan or they have clean. When in fact they are coming, they have those kind of systems that underwater storms, they can take it to the collection tank and also that they are conserving water and even for the rain and other things, we will not have flooding in the streets and all. There are all those things are there. I think those kind of things now it is high time that our country because of population and other things, we should have all those kind of initiative at every space, every sphere in life and all, and we should start from our house. We should clean, we should neat and tidy everything and all. And then it's that actually, it's have to start from the home, it will continue. Then even within the campus also, we should try to that, we should have very good Swachhta, cleanliness everywhere, you know. So that I am very happy. LRA has taken this initiative and then organized this program. We can get new way thoughts from our young children that we use the routine position. And I thank all the that they have come and they will give us and come to circulate the institution nearby. Thank you.
Thank you for the words and remarks. I now request Mrs. Shija Vinod representing KVCR to speakers.
Thank you, Samantha, and very good morning to all present here. Respected Dr. Sriram, Director CLRI, Shri Y. Ramaprasad, Principal KVCRI, Dr. Surupa, Unit for Science Vision CSIR, Dr. Sunalika CSIR, and all my dear participants. I am very delighted and honored to be here to give you a special address on the very important topic. The topic, as you all know, it's innovative thoughts for implementing effective Swachh Campus, and that is actually the need of our topic, and it needs a large platform. But anyways, let's try to be honest in doing our part perfectly. I'm a Indian, and we all are, right? But I have only one problem with my country. The problem is why India is so filthy, right? Is it because I've made a habit with filth on streets, parks, neighborhood, etc.? When we keep houses clean, why can't we keep our surroundings clean? There's a website. It's called Top 10. The name of the website is Top 10. It rates India. Wikipedia also has a list of about 100 most polluted cities in the world, and in that, almost 29 Indian cities are named. And in that 29 cities, the cities India which are in top 5 positions. My question is, are we incapable of cleaning it, or are we unwilling to do it? We are definitely not incapable, right? Because when we can say us, when we can vaccinate about 139 crore Indians, then why can't we keep our country clean? It's a miracle. And well, I feel very optimistic. I hope that after the commission session, you too optimistic as well. Because you might be different and clean. The first thing, how to reach clean or how to make clean, the first thing what we have to change is the mindset of the people. What we think that it's not my problem. It's a problem of the government. It's a problem of the society. We have about hypothetical scenario where the government is taking all the it is engaging a lot of Safai Karmachari. Will the need for all realize it is not then we mask first. Okay, it is about us. 100 years back, Gandhi went to the okay, and giving a powerful speech there. He made two statements there. One, cleanliness was that time we don't get a it was very bold statement to that. It was very apt state. The of statistics program implemented 52.1 in rural India and 6.3% urban India. Okay, is decreasing at a very slow rate. It was realized to change the behavior of the society to achieve our goals of clean India. Hence, the emphasis was laid on general awareness programs, citizen engagement, and reform processes. But is that enough to make their behavior? It does not need to be. It's not. If say a place uglier, it will become uglier. If a place is beautiful, it tends to gain respect and it may as such. There is one more theory in economics, says tragedy of commons. It says that we care for private spaces, but we are not for public spaces. To prove these things, we are students from blue experiments. They flew in the found they have thrown that before. They say they have thrown there. So why not I throw? They also saw a box which was full of pans. I used to get what we read about. So very common is the change in their behavior. They did all ratio such programmability. And they made on the wall and it's about to the left that. And so in read that people spin the wall board, they are thinking by propose them change their behavior. Let us all take it and fix the problem. When you start doing some good, some people will join you, right? Some people know, some people will like you, but nobody will do from the good work. They will laugh, they will speak so many things back of you, but nobody will stop you from doing work. Don't expect anybody's credit. Don't expect any applause from anyone. You continue to do the work. So what is the initiate to fix the change ourselves? Okay, have to change ourselves, not depend on that. So leave that attitude has to be stopped and have to develop a attitude where we need to work, or काम पर चलो attitude. That is what it is called. Okay, काम पर चलो और करो. Today, at this podium, okay, we all let us take a pledge to remain committed towards cleanliness and devote our time. Every time anybody makes a genuine effort to clean us, let's join in and contribute in whatever manner we can. All our contributions will be valuable. So let me end this address on a positive note and being optimistic that students, those who are going to participate in this discussion, will be ever ready for cleaning your surroundings. Thank you all for being so patient in hearing. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for your thought-provoking address. Yes, you are right, actually. The reformation should be started from the mindset of the people. That's why government is taking such a very excellent initiatives to create the awareness among the people. So this, our program is also one of the things that because young minds have a more innovative ideas. So we are inviting the young minds to give their own ideas to how to improve their campus and where the locality they are staying, everything else. So thanks a lot, ma'am. Now we will go for the main program, which is a group discussion of to implement effective Switch campus through the innovative ideas and innovative thoughts of the young minds. For that, we are having a beautiful, wonderful moderator who will be doing the program. And I'm here pleased to invite the moderator, and I'll just introduce the moderator for you. So our moderator is Dr. Swana Vikas. She is a senior principal scientist and head of the Center for Human and Organizational Resources Development at CSIR CLRI. She has been contributing to the field of leather science and technology for the past 25 years and specializes in leather biotechnology, enzyme technologies applicable for environmental applications and cleaner leather production, and international conference papers and a patent to her credit. She is a recipient of the Research Excellence Award and the Skill Development Leadership Award given by the Indus Foundation India, and has also received the award for the excellence in leather processing at the first Industry Leadership Awards organized by the Venus International Foundation. She has notable achievements in human resource development in providing technically trained human resources to the Indian leather and leather product sector at various levels of management. She has a strong expertise in creation of an international skill ecosystem for the leather sector participants from over 26 countries. Now, I welcome Dr. Swarna Vikant to carry the session and group discussion.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Swarnalata. It's nice to share the common name between you and me. Okay, welcome everybody, and let me not waste much of a time talking about what to do, what not to do, or tell about past, all this. I think Dr. Sanjeev Gupta and others have actually, and Mrs. Vinod also have kind of given a good talk about how to go about green and clean campus. And I just take two words. One is the mindset, and cleanliness is godliness. Is these two words. Probably let's hear directly from the participants as to how they will see. One important thing which I would like to tell all the participants is, please focus. I think you're giving less number of time. I think Swarnata will explain the details. Weight of thoughts and implementing them. Okay, let's not talk much about introduction, this and that, which we all know. So let's focus more on the thoughts and implementation of how we could go about doing this green and clean campus. Okay. So with this, Dr. Swarnalata, probably if you can explain the participants about the time they need to take for each participant, and the order also, if you can actually tell them, it will be even more appropriate. Back to Swarnalata.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
And as I already discussed with you, participants, you will be given 5 minutes time for giving your effective ideas or innovative ideas to implement the effective switch campus. And while you are presenting, you just, if it is possible, you switch on the camera and then present it. It's okay, it will be easy for us to capture the presentation. And you can share the presentation. If you want, you can use the PPT, or if not, you can explain your ideas by your own. And since we will go by the students of KVCLRA, the order, and then next comes the BTech students from analysis together, and the CLRA research scholars. Swarna ma'am, whether it is
Yes,
okay, shall we
Swarnalata.
go in that way?
That's fine.
Yeah. So first we will be having the KVCLRA students. So Giresh,
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'll continue.
Yeah, you're on.
Good morning, one and all present here. Myself, L. Sugidev of class 12 from Kendra Vidyalaya CLRA Adayar. I'm here to talk about some technological implementation to improve Switch campus. Cleanliness starts from our campus. So to keep our campus clean, we should implement Switch campus. Few innovative thoughts that came to my mind are: number one, bio-waste pipelines. As we have water pipelines, drainage pipelines for all houses, we should have wastage pipelines to all individual flats in apartments. All the bio-waste used daily in our houses should be dropped into the wastage pipeline from all the individual flats. It must be connected to a common hub in the campus where it can generate biogas. Number two, NGOs and local community centers conduct Swachh Bharat campaign and spread awareness to our public. Most of them do not follow them. They feel that law and no one is watching them, hence fail to follow the cleanliness. To overcome this problem, we should keep CCTV cameras with footage display monitors at the main place. The people who are not following the rule of cleanliness will be recorded in the CCTV and will be punished with fine or any punishment. These types of footages should not only be in control rooms, it should be transparent to the public so that after seeing the misusage of the in the monitor, they will feel ashamed and start following the rules of Swachh Bharat. and keep their campus clean. Number 3, sensor around the dustbins. Even though dustbins are available at all prominent places inside any campus, few people throw their waste normally outside the dustbin, and when they are full, it automatically get spilled out. So a sensor should be fixed in and around the dustbins with sound alarms. When people try to put waste outside the basket, even though the dustbins aren't full, a alarm signal should go to the nearby corporation when the baskets are fully empty dustbin at those alarm places. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity to express my inner thoughts on the important and innovative topic on Switch Campus.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Suki Dev. It was good hearing from you. Probably we can go to the next participants. We can have the discussion in the end, if it's fine with everyone. We'll first hear from everyone, and then we can later go with all the discussions in the end.
Suparna?
So the next candidate.
Ma'am, can I do after Veda?
Yeah, okay. Veda, is it possible for you to do?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. My name is Veda. I am from Kendriya Vidyalaya, CLRI. Today, I will be talking about ideas about Swachh Campus. Swachh Campus is an idea which is emanated from Swachh Bharat Mission or Clean India Mission campaign insisted by Government of India in 2014 to eliminate open defecation and improve solid waste management. It was launched on 2nd September 2014 on the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. The idea about Swachh Campus will also assist in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So let us first identify what are the sources which are a cause of pollution in the school. Waste paper, usage of plastic, chemicals used in cleaning products, pollution by school buses and other traffic close to school, pesticides used in school, toxic materials used while building, infestation of pets, dampness in school buildings, overflowing garbage pits, poor sanitation measures in washrooms. The innovative means starts from within ourselves. All students must have the urge to be a role model in Swachh campaigns. This means each student must have proper hygiene. Students must not dirty the school campus. Students must ensure that food products and packages are disposed properly. Some other means by which we can support this campaign are: number 1, we can have a committee of students who are responsible to oversee the campus. A representative can be from each class. Number 2, we can have 2 types of garbage bins, that is for dry waste and the other one is for wet waste. No plastic should be allowed in campus. Instead, they can use paper bags which needs to be properly disposed. A system of fine of any student who disrespects the campus rules should be made. We can have a conservancy contract in the school by the school management which ensures the cleanliness of the school campus toilets and washroom during and after school hours. We can have an agreement with local police to ensure schools are no horn zone. Having a parking system, once a month there must be a Shram Dan day or a cleanliness day where the school children. Having marks for every student, which the class teacher can provide for his or her personal hygiene. The school should provide trips to rural areas so that students can empower the people to clean their surroundings. The teachers must engage students in and all the settings. Teachers to be aware about it. And to keep running. If we follow these steps, we will.
The next participant.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can I share my screen now? Thank you. Good morning. As per 10A, I would like to thank the others who speak the topic thoughts for women at campus. A few points. The first one, both are same, but it's a bit different. Afforestation is planting new trees, whereas afforestation is trying to manage depleting by putting more trees in the same forests. The way trees are cut is actually faster than the rate at which trees grow naturally, because as we see, within a day we can cut many trees, but within a day we can't grow even a single tree. So as we all know, trees have lots of advantages. They provide us with all of the things, many of the things that we need for our livelihood. It also arrests soil erosion, and it manages the water table, and the topsoil erosion, which is actually due to less number of trees, the topsoil, the fertile soil is getting washed away, which is actually a cause for the food security is being diminished because of it. So the next one is waste management. So we all know that from every household and from every building, we get lots of waste. But the thing is, we do not know how to dispose it properly. Or even if we know, we just don't take the methods to do it just because we feel that it's not our problem. So the next thing is manage waste from its generation to the safe disposal, even from the generation to the safe disposal. And then we have the types of waste like municipal waste, which is just household waste, industrial waste, sector waste, hazardous waste. Next, the triple R, which we know as reduce, reuse, and recycle. It prevents pollution and also it reduces the greenhouse gas emissions that contribute to the global climate change, and it helps the sustain the environment for future generations. As students, what can be done? This is the main thing, because as we students, we actually either don't know how to contribute to this movement, or else for science. So what we done is we can use, we can no plastic. When you 20 rupee bottle is made of plastic, we just throw them out. It increases the plastic pollution. So bottles which are not if the low quality plastics will not be disposed properly. Carry bags of jute which are much more than the plastic ones. Composting is actually a very good way to get rid of biodegradables that is dead. So what we do is composting organic material also helps plants and organisms to actually carbon from the atmosphere, which leads to decrease in air pollution. So the one thing to do is whatever biodegradable is generated from our schools or from the education, you can try make it into a compost. Like for example, in the sea, large mices and so in small area, we will reduce the amount of water management. So conservation of water is very important because we have a planet and we can go and live. So make sure we save our planet properly and we use resources properly. So about water management, going into leaks. Sorry, one second. So we can start we can leak because a leaking tap or leaking pipe water for away. Then we have which is which can implement building, can make mandatory every building. So we get such heavy rainfall, but during summer we face what's scary. So what we can do is we can conserve the water, then we can use it in time. And then the energy consumption. So you can like so panel top building or the building. So every part can energy so and then reduce our carbon footprint by 3,000 pounds. So that we can CF candles. It is free of cost, but reduces. So that's all I would like to say. So
Thank you, Sparna. I think probably 3 students from KV. The next participants, Swarlata, whom would you like to call them?
Yeah, we'll call BTech. Thanks for all the KV students. It was really nice, nice innovative ideas you have given for us. Let us hear from others also. Now we will go for BTech Advanced Steel Leather Technology students. And I'd like to call Manikandan. Manikandan from BTech 3rd year. He is an NSS candidate for the past 3 years, participated in cleaning activities both inside Anna University campus and outside, and a part of the tree plantation done by NSS. So Manikandan, I'll request you to present. I'll share your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Manikandan, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yeah. A very good morning to everyone. This is Manikandan from 3rd year BTech Leather Technology, here to throw some lights on improving the Swachh cleanliness in our campus. Before we start, we should have certain aim for developing our campus more clean and green. So for that, we must foster the social responsibility to keep environment clean in the minds of the kids. And we must also utilize the youth's potential towards Swachh. For achieving this aim, we must create our own ways which are sustainable. So here, I have classified some of the ways. Next slide. Here I have classified some of the ways as structural, operational, institutional, and psychological. Next slide. First on the line, we can implement newer technologies in our campuses. Here we can use Internet of Things, and then in garbage maintenance and also in the optimization of water usage. We can use the weight and ultrasonic sensors with the length and weight as a parameters, and we need to reach the optimum level, the bacteria with higher hydrolytic potential, such as SARS or Bacillus, and model discovered at the study ICAR, can be automatically managed in the this means that composition and can also be this economics can also be used in the cases where the template so that waste of plants with surplus water and water with surplus water you can get water and can cause damage as well as the wastage of water. And energy for this system we can use solar panels on 510 and I will use efficiency panels. We can use a number of panels around 30 panels. We can produce higher around 330 to 360 watts. So next slide, ma'am. So then we should have a proper infrastructure planning before yes, this can be an alternative for Sims, and we can construct classrooms and can use of rooms in toilets and shower hostels so that the water level usage can be optimized. And we can provide adequate place for greenery, and we can also go with constructing plastic roads inside the campuses. And to go beyond this, we can coordinate with the nearby institutions. Example, we can take Anna University, IIT Madras, CLRI, and KV. They can coordinate themselves. They can create a sewage treatment plant locally so that the wastage created from the source has been treated in the source itself. Next slide, ma'am. So then the operation, when we coming to the operational reforms, we go with phytoremediation, which is nothing but a bioremediation through the use of plants which mitigate the environment problem without need to excavate the contaminant material or dispose of it elsewhere. The major problem is that we just take the waste from one place and we are dumping it on the other side. So to prevent that, phytoremediation can be a major way. And we can campus gardens both indoor and outdoors. As my poplar trees and East Lily, which oxygen plants can and out very smart in transportation like cycles and e-vehicles. If we want powered vehicles, so that the emissions be reduced by the campus. And we can also have some initiatives like sort waste at source, insecticide fumigation drive, and beneficial appliances which improve the hygiene as well as resource management. Next slide. Bike shops, which are like NS and NC, especially concentrating on SWAT, so that they can given the certificates and they can be included in physical education and these ideas to the students. University can also physical education periods activity. Next, ma'am. It is very important and to read this important reform that it can be created in their minds that we should make our environment clean and green. And for that, we can do some of the indoor and outdoor awareness. We can take the motivation from Nukat Nataks, which is nothing but a theatrical performance and presentation in outdoor places, which majorly concentrate on awareing people about all the social aspects. And then when we decorate and maintain things beautifully, then it will automatically resist the people to pollute. And we can also use reverse vending machines where we can put the plastic waste or any other waste into it, and it can be added to our credits. So it can be used as a ATM machine, so that we can be taking any other important some articles like pencils or any stationery from that later period. And then we can also organize webinars by eminent environmentalists like Forestman, etc. So that which provides motive. Mahatma Gandhi dreamt of an India which not only free but also clean and developed. Mahatma Gandhi secured freedom for our mother India. Now it is our time to keep the country clean. So we all have one common goal, which is cleanliness of our environment. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Masat. Give us who are listening to you. Okay. Candidate.
And now we will have a candidate. He is an Vivid Breeder, a member of Rapiding and Team Employment 22 as a team member in reporting blog team and culture secured 2 things 2021 and being a class.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
You're audible. I'll share you.
Yes, ma'am. So, and thoughts on the role of mentality and innovative implementation of Bharat Third Campus. Next, Thomas Alva Edison. So he said again, but I know how to. So they look to I think very whichever other. So with the Swachh Bharat campus in effective. First, going to steal from China. So what China is doing is that they're doing one program called credit score system. So what is that? So the system is that we can say it is simply a camera surveillance program. There are 200 millions of cameras are installed in China from every entrance to exit of all the buildings and public places throughout the country. So what the cameras are doing? So the cameras are doing the job of surveying people of whether they are following all the rules or not using the AI technology. So you can see in this picture, right? So this is how it is functioning. So how they advance this is that. So, for example, if a person is getting their ticket, right? So, in them, based on the credit score, their tickets are. So, what happens is the people change their behavior to do good things and follow the rules. So, in our campuses, other countries also get the same thing. We can start with the schools and universities and then the other scale of it. So, this is the first thing. And go to the second thing. So, now we are on next slide. Okay. Now to Singapore. Singapore is the cleanest city in the world. So what they are doing, we can see everywhere the dustbin. So people think that it is better to throw the waste on public place because they install. You can see in they compartmentalize their equipment here. But it may arise. You know, it's small. It is a very huge. So how this is next. So this is so this is used in Bangalore. So this manufacturing it is very cheap. It's a beautiful design. Also, it is not worth steel because this steel is made up of very cheap. So we used to in a detail to compare the large. This is the third thing. Now let's. Okay, so in Singapore, another thing they do is that they collect huge fines. For example, if you litter some paper on the road, they collect $1,000 fine. So this kind of street can be implemented in India. This is a or a medicine. So that can be implemented. And also here, Chennai itself in Pandimal College of Engineering also, they have very the same way their students they are using. So this point. Now we go to the next slide. Very very reflected in the set by simple granite. So two is other Bromindo. So the what we can away the message. So we want to install maintenance. So how to keep the dust also. So we can. Of the common, we will be cleaning the inner spaces, not in the outer spaces. Indian housewife, we probably have to take in next slide. So some of the examples, I'm told. So I have two pictures here. So the picture and we can come back. So these are the examples. Next two slides. So this is a greener. So they covered that. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah, this is the Chalta hai attitude. So there is one problem, but the man is working on that just like that. But here within 18 minutes, we can fix the wall with the help of 3%. So this is the attitude and the mentality we develop. So this is called a calm chalo movement. So don't talk. This means don't talk, just work. So if we see all the examples, so this can be done with the 5 members with a range of 300 to 400, so which is the amount which we spend, very less amount which we spend for KFC or McDonald's. So the attitude have to change. I like to question. I'm an important. So I'd like to conclude. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Gopal Ganesh. It was like you taking us to a worldwide tour on cleanliness and showing, of course, some countries. But you should actually see the best practices are made in Singapore. Anyways, it was good to see. And I would like to tell you a simple add to what you had shown. Probably you would have seen after the Swachhta campus has been implemented in India, Delhi was the first place which saw a sea of change in the cleanliness campaign. And yes, the urinal places, it was very funny to see the way they have put some pictures where they will not even look at urinating in certain places. So that to that extent, they have went to in Delhi. Today, if you see, there's a sea of change that happened, but it's happening in Delhi. It should happen all the time. Okay, so the next candidate, please.
Yeah, you're right, ma'am. Actually, thanks for wonderful explanation. She's introduce her. She's a MS of Flyer Club involving of all 2021-22 as a team member in internal and external about control crew team as class representative. Yeah, you're audible.
Good afternoon. Now I'm going to share my thoughts to how we can convert our waste to ignore the reluctance and employ a major cause of waste. While disposing our waste, we should segregate our wastes. In the segregation of waste, organic waste and dry waste are reusable and recyclable. But the source of wastes like scrap metal, circuit boards, and agriculture waste are dumped into the landfills. Nearly 2 billion tons of trash are dumped into landfills across the globe. To reduce these landfills, we can use the trash as an energy supply. About 49% of household waste is recycled and roughly 50% of garbage is incinerated in power plants. So after recycling this content has been removed, the remaining trash is brought to a waste to the energy plant, and there is a trash get loaded into the furnace and burned, which generates a large amount of steam. That steam generated turbines producing the electricity for the nation power grid. The leftover metals are separated and recycled, while other remaining, which cannot be burned or collected and repurposed into the gravel for the road construction. So waste ashes have created the health impact for human directly or indirectly. If we started to convert our wastes into energy, we can get a healthy and good environment, and we can reduce our landfills, and we can keep our environment healthy. So proper management of waste is important for everyone and everywhere across the globe. Whatever the ideas are there for the waste, we should be aware of segregating the waste in the right manner. So each and every person should know their responsibility regarding disposal of waste. As a citizen, we should take our responsibility in our hand and we should reduce our landfill. Thank you.
Yeah, a good one, Surya. Probably we'll call the next candidate. And actually, it's your concern is more on the industrial side, and that's really good to listen from you. The next candidate.
We finished the BTech students. Now we'll go for research scholars of CLRI. Now I request Mr. G. Satish, research scholar, Environmental Engineering Department. He is currently working in the wastewater treatment and energy recovery from municipal solid waste. So, Satish,
yes,
may I have you?
I can share my presentation, ma'am.
Yeah, share.
My presentation is visible, ma'am.
Yeah, visible.
Yeah, I am Satish. I am doing my PhD in Environmental Engineering Division. My PhD work is on recovery of energy from waste, mostly on pyrolysis. And what the topic I am going to talk about is actions for green campus to meet the objectives of UN Sustainable Development Goals. So these are the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals, in which are the addressed education, affordable and clean energy, sustainable cities and communities, climate action. So these are the 4 development goals which we can afford for the waste management. So how we can achieve the green campus? This is the roadmap. So first we have to have a commitment. So we should have a group of people who has the commitment towards the waste management and how to make our campus as a green by implementation of technique and we are going to implement those technologies and how what the project scale how we can and negotiate we have to do and how we engage those we have to select mostly expertises who are all expertise in those fields. We have to group it and we have to engage them in the campus development activities, and we have to at last we have to, after achieving everything, we have to celebrate those achievements. So what are the things we can contribute to the green campus which can achieve for the sustainable development goals, electricity, especially in all our campuses we should have, which is mostly made up of. So we're focusing that the bottom with it's having a rating here. So we change to the push of what can be consumed. And second thing is electricity. So mostly in electricity some artificial so we have a timer or like artificial movement based sensors which can be switched off after 90 or 10 p.m. at the night. So if on work can we can on the lights and which we record on. And second thing, encourage reduce use and read. So mostly in campuses mostly use the papers. So we can avoid those papers, instead focus on online modes and process files. And second thing is in campus. So as this process is very important. We should use bicycles instead of we as a campus or institute. We can also recommend CNG waste to be implemented for and change the equipment like fans or efficient can to the efficient LED models like LEDs and the fans with high star ratings and AC with high star ratings. To reduce electricity consumption, we have to keep some sensors which can reduce electricity. The thing and use of material, avoid using of plastic in campuses. Like we should avoid using the this campus has to be made plastic free. Second is the avoid of use of papers and waste to energy techniques. Since our campus is attached with some quarters and other things, so that we can have a segregation of waste like organic waste, food waste, and non-degradable waste. So the waste which are organic waste can be taken for some small biogas plants, and from there we can get some biogas in form of energy, and the biogas can be utilized in the canteens or purposes also. And the second thing is we are in the cyclone where we mostly. So due to time, many tree branches, everything will be fallen down, and we can use those tree branches and use those heat energy in candy for cooking of rice and other heating of milk and other purposes. So these are the waste energy techniques which we can implement in our campus itself. And the state which we comes out of the biogas plant can be used for the has a high nutrient value which can be used as a compost for our gardening purpose. And last thing is we have to use renewable energy source, like since we are in mostly rocky region, use of energy consumption of electricity from outside, which use the atmosphere. So this is the thing how we have hierarchy which we have to follow in the waste management. So first is the source reduction. So everyone has to be educated. Like we should have some campaign or some group discussions or group meetings where we have to educate people how to reduce the waste by using or the source. And second thing is recycle by themselves. We have to each individual has knowledge how to recycle all the waste or how we have to reuse it. And third is the energy recovery. As I said, the biodegradable waste can be used for energy recovery, which can reduce the emission of CO2. So when we put waste as such in the atmosphere, the CO2 and CH4 emissions will be natural. So when we use it in a closed like anaerobic digestion or something, the CH4 can be taken out as a biogas and can be used for other purposes. And third thing is treatment. So the STPs, we have to even in the government now it has a mandate that every institute or colony should have a sewage treatment plants by their own. So implementation of these sewage treatment plants can treat their own sewage which are generated, and the treated water can be used in the toilets for flushing or non-body contacts purposes. And fourth is the disposal or other releases. Like if there is during segregation, if we collect like e-waste, some e-waste has to be sent to the e-waste disposal unit, or if the plastic waste has to be disposed how the norms has been said. So all those things we have to be followed. And this is what we are recommending to use in the campus, like bicycles and use of non-use of plastics, use of previous speakers said we have to use like avoid plastic plates in use like stainless spoons and other things, and it can be implemented in the toilets in order to avoid the water wastage. Similarly, use some foams in the taps so that the comment will be very less and the solution can be made. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. A good presentation. You have this through SD, and yes, it will do in look international standards. Yes, can we expand it?
Technical way of presentation. The research scholar from Inorganic Physical Lab. She's a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah. So hello everyone. I'm Kuntala. So I'm starting my thoughts. Students are the future nation. Even today, most of the students in India do their schooling within the periphery of their locality, and that is their most comfortable surroundings. If in this environment, we can embed some good value, they will carry it along with them for the rest of their life, wherever they are. So it is the most important to learn all these basic skills and must impart in a child at very early age. In India, lots of diversity according to its geographical distribution, culture, and languages. Different campus, different city proper anything. So, meeting a good rate is very important nowadays. So, for the every school must take one class weekly, motivate the students to have ideas and good habits. So, in this way, we can make our India good, and we can be a developed country. Thank you, ma'am.
Expanded, please.
She is from the Central Academy and Excellence. I think.
Good morning. Good morning.
Can you stop sharing? Yeah, Gayatri, go ahead.
So, a pleasant morning to everyone. So, I have listened to every participant and every thought-provoking lectures from the morning, and every new innovative ideas are so novel. And now, I would like to share a piece of my mind to, as a part of this program, is this initiative by CLI, and Swatch from the scratch is what I have chosen to present. And to begin with, I would like to start with the Abdul Kalam's quote, like, you can't change your future, but you can change your habits, and surely your habits will change your future. So, as everyone said, that to make a change in the environment, you just need to make a change within yourself, and need to be disciplined by yourself to make a change in the environment. So, it is very important to make the change in ourselves to regularize it and the rest of things. So moving on to the water conservation part, so everyone has been telling about the leaks and other things, and our government has been initiative, and there are so many advertisements for the water conservation steps that we need to practice. So now I would like to add those steps we can actually have a separate system for segregating the gray water and the black water, so that we can actually be able to reuse the gray water. So the gray water is that which contains a less amount of the harmful bacteria, and upon treatment that can be used for the secondary purposes of the for household as well as in the institutional purposes. So what are the strategies in water treatment? Is washing machine and shower tub. So these water doesn't have a lot of harmful bacteria. So we can go through some kind of treatment process like the filtration and processes, and then disinfect that water, and after disinfecting we can treat the gray water and reuse it for the other secondary purposes. So at this point I would like to mention the Singapore's effective way of water treatment, because their major aim for every citizen has to restrict their water use to 130 gallons of water per day. So that if our country also employs that strategy, we can actually move on to this next level. So four-stage water treatment, they are reverse osmosis and UV treatment. So the water can be again used for the will be supplied to the drinking purposes. So this way we can also employ. And second is like waste disposal management. So we can go with the eco-friendly management, like use of the waste before disposing them. Like we need to sort out the degradable and non-degradable waste. And strictly we can use the make use of the biogas plants, because we have a large canteen in our institutions. There are a lot of waste being generated from a canteen, so another we can do it. So this is one way. And next, like campus like we need to especially each and the activities and help us to fix the problems and waste to the campus corridors. It has to be monitored by them. So good initiative getting the green campus. And the campus management is like we can have a as this is a research institute, we get a lot of chemical and bio waste. We need to effectively handle the waste being discarded. We should be very careful in disposing the chemical waste, food, medical, and waste, and that needs to be properly managed. And also the organic waste can be recycled, and the food waste can be recycled, and the plastic waste produced. So so this is one thing where I found major thing, like we have a very clean campus, we are planting for watering the plants every day. So the water consumption in watering the plants also takes a major share. So at this level we can use the secondary treated water, like we can treat the secondary purpose already reused water for the plant in the water as well. We can add water plants that consume the less amount of water, and they are a greener way. It's a greener way to have a green campus. We can follow some strategies in saving the water in the water bottles. Third thing is like this pandemic has taught us, not everyone of us, that we should be still isolated and be very cautious and handling things. So thing is that we need to avoid public contacts and other awareness of behavior, but also place where you walk, everything matters. You should not spit wherever you feel like, or little waste, because everything accounts for the campus and societal spread. So, and another thing is like we need to mention this quote that we should not defeat any of the infectious diseases that plague the developing world until we have also won the battle for safe drinking water, sanitation, basic health care, that as a clean water, clean hands, as a freedom for everyone to enjoy. So we should not pollute it, or we should be very careful in management. So in what way this cleanliness is the nation's growth is that it decreases, we need to decrease the waste disposal. So also it has a major impact on the GDP, the way like proper waste. No waste is actually waste. Waste, there is always a wealth out of waste, and we should find a way in making out of it. Like food waste can be used to biogas, and biofuels can be kind of hydrogen waste. Vehicle system can be used. We can use cycles instead of vehicles. Now we can also monitor the energy use of the technology, like as many I mentioned, sensor-based technology, monitoring the system, and with pricing the electricity and everything, and then to fix the leaking taps in the campus. And finally, I would like to end it with what I started with the discipline, and which will also impact personal growth as well as the nation's growth. And finally, I wish to mention like there should be a righteousness in heart, and that will have the peace in the world. So the suggestion and everything. Thank you all. And,
Thank you, Gayatri.
Yeah, thank you, Gayatri. So your focus was more on water conservation. You went into very deep into giving us, or you highlighted a lot of things about it. The best part of it was something which you looked upon, which I didn't hear from others, is on the hygiene. And you just took a simple point of spitting. That's the major thing that we see in our country. Like you see when you're on the bus, you see when you're driving, you see someone spitting from the bus. So all was in the campus management and all that. It was good to listen from you. So we go to the next candidate, Swarlata.
Yeah, Environmental Science Department, Yogeshwari.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. We
yes. So, good afternoon. My name is Yogeshwar, and I'm working in environmental CLRA. So I believe there have been efforts that has been discussed by the school students and the college and other research scholars. A very innovative insight of every aspect has been already been discussed. So I would like to just agree that they have been discussed. That is, we can definitely go for awareness campaigns. And to make sure that the CLEAN campus, all those things are for scouts and guide students, everyone, it is every student's responsibility. And also a few more points from my side that I would like to add is we can conserve the water that has been lost by using of air conditioners. There have been a lot of water lost by usage of air conditioners. We can collect, we can find a way in which we air conditioners and we can use it for other purposes. In that way, we can reduce the water waste. And also, the school students cannot throw the plastic covers on roads for students who are studying in India. So they can, whenever they find dustbins, they can throw it only there. And even if they are not finding any dustbins on their road, they can go home and put it in their dustbins. So they should, and also if they're traveling in trains or buses or anywhere else, instead of throwing the water bottles or plastic covers outside the windows, they can put it inside the buses or trains, so that whenever the people in the train or buses, they'll be able to collect those plastic covers and bottles and they'll be able to dispose it properly. So what I believe is consistency and starting it from ourselves will only be the right way to overcome any kind of an environmental hygiene which is not proper for our environmental hygiene. So I believe whatever that can be done on everyday basis will have a huge impact on our environmental hygiene. For giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Yogeshwari Sudhakar. It was good listening from you. Points well taken. Swarlata, next candidate.
Yeah, our last candidate is Ms. Deepa Sugania. She is a DST Women Scientist A Fellow, Biological Materials Lab, and she is working on fabrication of biomaterials for corneal wound therapy. Deepa?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, Deepa.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. So myself, Deepa Suganya. I'm Women Scientist Fellow. I'm doing research in Biological Materials Laboratory, CSIR CLRA. So today, I would like to share some points and discuss about waste recycling, water and energy conservation as an initiative to the greener India. So as a quick note, I'll end off the slide of India, and it is actually a clean campaign to bring the universal awareness about the importance of sanitation. So if the surrounding environment is not clean, soon it turns out to be hazardous, and this would result in negative impact in human health. So in order to avoid being sick all the time, it is necessary to keep our premises clean. Today, I would like to share my thoughts, and this would be surely take us a step towards cleanliness. So I would like to address about 4 issues, and water conservation, and the final one will be the kitchen waste. First is mask recycling. So during this COVID pandemic time, it made mask a mandatory thing in our life. So mostly we prefer using a triple layered mask. So the blue colored mask. So it is actually made of thermoplastic polymers. They're actually not degradable in nature. Surely they'll bring harm to the environment. And because nowadays, as we can see those type of masks as used mask.
Are you sharing your PPT? Not available.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you are not shared. Ma'am Swarna ma'am, is it the thing we can able to see it?
No, the presentation is not there, but it is good listening to her also. If she's unable to share, it's also okay. If it is there, it is always good.
Yeah, no, actually she is having PPT. That's why I know that
she wouldn't have shared it.
Yeah, please share.
Yeah, okay, ma'am, I'll share.
Deepa, no issues. You carry on. You're doing well.
1 minute.
Okay, nothing.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, I thought I'm out of meeting, ma'am. Yeah, that's why I was calling my husband. Yeah, actually, I'm in the meeting early. Yeah.
Okay. Deepa, you know how to share, na?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Actually, I was sharing in the initial time. Yeah.
You will be having a button called share screen.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, now I'm into that. Yeah.
Share content, it might be, if you are on a mobile. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. Yeah, first I would like to start with mask recycling. Because mask, it turned out to be it became a part of our life during this COVID pandemic. I guess so the mask is after post-pandemic. So when we go out, we can notice many used masks getting disposed in the street side, as well as in the roadside, in the walkways, as well as in the beach side and all we can see. Plastic polymers, I guess so it will be very hard to degrade. So it is going to be a threat to the environment. Thermoplastic polymers, it is almost equivalent to the plastic. So we should take some effort. Instead of going for disposal, recycling would be a better option. Because and as add on to our the plastic pollution, as we Indians are striving hard to get out of plastic from our nation to make it as a plastic-free zone. But now this masks are coming to be as an add-on to the plastic pollution. So for that, the first step to be done is segregation. And instead of collecting it along with the household waste, it would be in a household as well as in the office premises. Then we can go for sterilization. So by means of UV as well as gamma to decontaminate them and to get rid of all microorganisms and prior to recycling process. So next we can blend it with the binders as well as with the plasticizer. And hence so this can be used for making the construction materials. And we can make use of plasticizers also in case of you preparing the hosing pipe. Else it can be used for making roof topping as well as pipes and valves. So the mask which once saved our lives can endanger our environment, and we should take a recycling strategy in our hands. And because dumping in landfill and incineration so far followed current disposal strategy is resulting in a harm to the environment by causing soil as well as air pollution. So next is electronic waste. We peoples are more fascinated and also towards a procurement of newly updated gadgets. So that made India rank 3rd in generating electronic waste, and is next to China and US. So it has been difficult to separate the electronic waste from the domestic waste. So in such a case, we can avoid this confusion by having a separate bin for e-waste in school, college, as well as in the office premises. And so that we can avoid the unnecessary interaction of the domestic waste with the e-waste. So after that, as a consolidated form, the entire waste which is used in a mobiles are rechargeable, and lead in a car battery, and the light bulb, light as well as in the tube lights And so the glass can be crushed into pieces, and it can be used for road as well as in for construction activities. And or else, if not possible, as per Battery International Council guidelines, they'll be disposing them when we send it to the appropriate persons. And so having a separate bin in office as well as in the college, to the consolidatedly to the concerned person would be beneficial. So next is water conservation. Washing machine, it is our actually basic essential item in our household item cycle. Almost it is hundreds of liters of water getting wasted, and even in a low efficiency as well as in the high efficiency washing machine. So as well as in the water purification unit, and based on our usage, water is actually getting wasted. And so my idea is to have this wastewater washing machine outlet as well as water purification unit outlet as an inlet to the toilet flush, so that this would as well as it saves power also. The fourth is kitchen waste to compost. As we all know, the kitchen waste, it is very rich in organic matter, including fruit peels and vegetable peels. And so it is not always good to, it is not actually a good thing to dispose the vegetable waste along with the other household waste. And so it will be better if we have a compost pit in our in a residential system as well as in a college hostel system. Because the compost pit will help in the conversion of the organic matter, which is a nutrient-rich reservoir, into a future. I feel this would be a more efficient and eco-friendly way of disposing the nutrient-rich kitchen waste, and instead of disposing them along with the other household waste. So other than this, as like my idea is to stop using the non-stick cookware items, and as that would result in the release of toxic fumes, which might have, which is equivalent to the dosage for killing the birds and even harmful to the human life also. And hence, I would like to conclude with the words: cleanliness is equivalent to godliness. So let's join our hands together and keep more steps together. And it's just because having more steps and taking more steps together will help us to reach our goal, a cleaner India, very faster. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Deepa Suganya. Particularly covered almost every area, and current mask recycling options as well. And another one is the electronic waste. Of course, we stand third. That's still there. Actually, there was earlier an initiative from HP where they used to have bins kept in offices where all the e-waste used to be dropped there. Good one.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I think she's the last candidate.
Yes, ma'am, we have finished it. So
yeah, probably I would like to kind of just recap almost all what was said by almost everyone. Maybe I may just take a couple of minutes. That's all, not much. And see, we had the school students, the SKV students, really did a good overall kind of things like bio waste, like pipe waste. Mr. Sugidev has spoken. And another important thing was, which I liked, was on the CCTV cameras, like just trying to tell everyone that you are being watched. Actually, it's not a good concept, but with what we stand with statistics as we are the most unclean city, one of the unclean cities around the world. We have 25 cities. So those things were good. And we also had sensors and sensors that can be kept for overflow. See, they were all good ideas. And Veda came up to talk about being role model with respect to hygiene and dry waste, ban plastics and all that stuff. And we also had Suparna talking about the very concept of afforestation and deforestation and the triple R. Of course, these are all much needed. And we also had a good talk from Manikandan, which he gave. His thing was quite exhaustive, and he covered almost including the e-vehicles, social clubs, credit. See, that's something which I liked from Manikandan, was about to credit best performers and celebrate. That is also a nice thing. Whenever some good thing is done, if we can celebrate, that gives happiness to do more and more better. And of course, Gokul took us to the world tour about how best practices are done everywhere. And Satish was also good in his plan, or kind of giving on, he spoke mostly on the commitment, the plan, and engage and celebrate. See, this is some small things, but they make a major difference. But ultimately, it matters as to how you implement them. And yes, almost everyone has given that. And we had Kuntala, who's talked about the green campus. Gayatri, again, it was more on water conservation, green campus, and Deepa looked at it holistically. It was almost like Deepa summarized all the candidates as well. So it was mass vehicle, electronic e-waste, and other things. Yeah, so with this, it's all about the students' participation. But what I would like to just tell in a nutshell is, see, it is not about talking or doing, rather it has to be brought into practice. That is where we fail. Most of the good initiatives that the government take is where we do not implement them. So now what all these students have come up with, I stay in a place called Hiranandani. It's a township, a small township, where almost what all these students have told is being implemented here. Actually, it's one of the best green campuses. So they are around somewhere around 10 towers, like what we have in our CLRA campus. We have around 10 buildings there within there. Like this, here also we have around 10 towers, and each tower comes out, all the waste that comes out, there's something called 2 bin 1 bag system. That is one only for green waste. All the families here living here will have to segregate the green waste, that which is biodegradable, that's a kitchen waste. Then the second is the hazardous waste. They give a bag or a basket, red in color. Red color means all hazardous things, including the mask, the sharp knives, everything gets into it. And then there is another bag called a plastic. That is a normal bag where all the plastics are dumped into it. So almost everything goes for a recycle or a reuse. So nothing is being wasted. And not only that, all the water, as Deepa was talking about in her presentation, all the water that is being used is being, we have a STP here, and this there's something called grey water. After treatment, they use it for the closet, but they don't bring it back to any other pipelines, because the mentality of people not looking at the wastewater coming into the washing or other areas. So such good initiatives are implemented by few, but if it is done on a majority level, where many of them can actually come forward and bring such small initiatives, I think ours will be the best country to go ahead. And of course, we have also one of the beautiful garden. All the e-waste is being used as composting, and we have the manure. You will love to come and see the green campus here. Beautiful flowers, flash of trees, and there's 1 5-acre land where you even have a small forest within the campus. And that's in the heart of the city called Chennai. So if such communities come together, every apartment has such green initiatives, bring about the campus green. And there's a lot that we as CLRA can do. So all these students who've shown interest can come together, bring about a change within the CLRA campus, and see how best we could do it. And probably with all the major scientists and everyone from the environmental department, we could see how best we could channelize all the waste within the campus and see how best we could utilize them, like kind of vermicomposting our waste and utilizing all the water. Do not allow any water to go outside, but at the same time, make sure it is being reused back and make our campus green. So if this initiative can be done, it's again, not only students, but everyone in the campus, when they see the campus beautiful, they will never like the place in any form. So with this few thoughts, I should thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to be the moderator. We did get some implementing methods from these kids. There are many more that we can add on and start implementing within the campus by example. CLRA has always been an institution to lead by example. So let's also be an institution to lead by example for making this. We are called the Eco Campus, but we will make sure we are called the Zero Waste Campus. So we try to not only the institute, but also I meant in the campus of school as well as the residential area. So all the waste in terms of liquid, solid can be reused back and make it a real wonderful place to live in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sarlata.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice compilation, and your ideas is also very innovative. So it's not only young minds, and you're also saying that yours is also young mind. I
That's
think
nice
so.
to be with students, right? So
Yeah, definitely.
that's really nice. Thank you so much.
So definitely we will make our campus as beautiful as we can. So before going for an formal vote of thanks, I request all the participants to switch off their videos so that we nice to see you all. Yeah, Shija ma'am, please.
Sarlata, you should say cheese.
Yes, cheese.
Make it more lively, right? Keep it photographic.
Yeah, let us have cheese on our face. So thanks one and all. Yeah, I'll go for a formal vote of thanks. So gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. Now it is time to express our gratitude. Our first and foremost thanks to our director, CSIR CLRE, for initiating Swachhata Pakhwada activities 2021-22 and his motivation. Our sincere gratitude to Principal KV CLRE for his wonderful support to conduct this program. Our special thanks to Dr. Sanjeev Gupta, Head USD, and Ms. Shija Vinod, KV CLRE, for gracing this occasion and delivering their address. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Swarna Vikan for being the wonderful moderator and motivating the students. I thank all the group discussion participants who cooperated well with us and expressed their innovative thoughts to implement the effective Swachh Campus. Your thoughts and ideas are well noted for action. I would be failing in my duty if I didn't acknowledge the program coordinators for helping us to meticulously plan this activity. I take this opportunity to mention the enormous service rendered by staff and students of CLRE and KV CLRE for smooth functioning of the program. Last but not, Anna University Leather Technology Department and KV CLRE for their participation and making this event a great success. Thanks to one and all.